way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
From the 38, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Gold is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Is 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, a throw complete to the tight end Tunyon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to press.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Baron Browning brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. They'll go with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside to 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Pass, catch, first down for Tunyon. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches, and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2nd and 11 now. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. Touchdown. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the...
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Lance. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Lance on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Packers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
And Lance now to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A final shot before half for Lance.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. This one swung out here to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's got this down to the 35. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
The 49ers traded up to snag Brandon Ayuk at pick 25 in the 2020 draft out of Arizona State. He was in and out of the lineup a little bit in his rookie year. Only played in 12 games, but was awfully productive when he was out there with 60 catches. And there's another one, this time for a first down.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a play fake. Lance. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Lance looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
Mike 12. Mike 12. They can't hang with us. Switch.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Throwing is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300-yard.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. Always got some breathing room. And it's a Packers touchdown. Well, Devontae Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch. Extra point try now for Crosby. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Packers 42, 49ers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Thomas. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. But no reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike 12, Mike 12. Hey, tight down. There you go. All day, baby, all day.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's Jones. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything